Hi, my name is Michael Cascione, and my 3 words to describe Sunset Mirage would be funny, erratic, and fast. I chose these words because there were many points in the play where I thought a specific character or scene was very funny, and erratic and crazy because it was very confusing at some points, and the plot was always changing and moved very fast. Sunset Mirage was directed and choreographed by David Wine and associate choreographed by Neva Kenny. One genre that fits this play is a comedy. There were many funny scenes that made the crowd laugh and engage. And the dances and music were also very unique and funny. I feel like the theme of the play was that individuals should push for more in life and never look back and live in the moment. I feel like the styles of dance, such as tap, ballet, and other types, helped reinforce this theme. And the intimate dance between the two male characters and the thief scene helped enforce this theme as well. Some songs that the director used in the play was the instrumental version of Despacito, and he also had very formal Latin music in the background of the ballet scenes. I feel like this explained and embodied the elegance of the specific scenes for the ballet scenes. And the director, once again, was David Wine, and the stage type of the production was a proscenium. And I believe that the cast of the production was extremely good, and I believe that all actors played and fit their roles perfectly. And I also feel like all the actors were in sync and worked together in a complete ensemble. And I also think that even though the cast was not extremely diverse ethnically, there was a lot of gender diversity, and there was honestly a complete balance, maybe a little more towards the female side, which there's no problem with, especially in the day and age that we are in today. One specific scene that I really enjoyed was the scene where the two girls with the pink hair were drinking, and it was a very funny scene because they were dancing in a very wacky way. And I feel like it engaged the audience because it was a very clever scene, and their movements and emotions really showed and made the scene sort of set the tone for the entire play. And this occurred in the very beginning of the play, less than 10 minutes in. And I feel like it made the moment effective because it was one of the first scenes in the show, and it introduced the crowd to these two important characters. In my opinion, it was very difficult to catch the names of all the characters, but one character and actor in the show that I'm going to deeply analyze is the character that MJ played. And I thought MJ played his role extremely well, and I thought that he exemplified he exemplified his character's intentions and actions. One specific scene that MJ was in was the tap dancing scene. I believe that this scene exemplifies and shows the intentions of the character very well. And in my personal opinion, I believe that this scene represented one of the main characters, MJ's perseverance and drive. He tapped with authority, and his body movements were very smooth as well, and I enjoyed the scene. I think it engaged me in the production greatly. And also another scene that MJ played in was the romantic scene. I think this scene was also played very well because it also indicates his character's perseverance, but it also represented his soft side. MJ danced very seductively, and his movements were very smooth. And when I was watching this, I was at a loss of words because I was not expecting that scene at all. But at the end, I really enjoyed it. And this scene occurred in the middle of the production. The scenic designer was Laura Feinhawks, and she created the set. And I feel like she was trying to make the setting feel very old school, but I think that she wanted to make the setting being capable of being swapped from eerie to happy very quickly. One set piece that I really appreciate was the street light, and I believe that it represented the moods for the various scenes based on emotion. And I think that's where she was going with it. When it was a sad tone, when it was sad and eerie, the light was off. When it was happy, the light was on. And I also really appreciated the house and door in the background because it was the main way for the characters to get in and out of the stage. And I think the designer made the stage because it really wasn't a nice house. And I think it represented sadness, and I think that them walking through the door was representing them trying to escape or run away from their problems and maybe fight their problems as well. And I do not believe that the playmakers were worked as a collaborative whole. And I'm not a theater critic, and I really don't know a lot about theater in general. This was my first theatrical production ever going to, so I'm sort of a rookie. But in my personal opinion, I believe that the plot of the production was very up in the air, and there was really no specific plot to follow. And there were many scenes where I was like, what is happening? And the playmaker's purpose, in my opinion, was to persevere through life, but also live and think outside of the box and norms, and never give up for what you believe in and always fight for what you want. One thing that I really think about while watching the play was the structure of the stage, and I was thinking the perspective of all audience members when analyzing the effect of the proscenium style and the overall performance and production. And I really never thought of that because it's my first theatrical production ever going to, but I really thought it was cool, sort of stepping in other people's shoes other than my own and sort of seeing what they thought of the play.